can't read my cue card.
Hello, welcome back to HGTV Handmade. Today we are going to be using the sun to make the moon.
That's right, today we're gonna be making cyanotype prints or sun prints.
Yes, you might remember these from elementary school or summer camp. Cyanotype, Keanu Reeves.
Cyanotype is a super easy photo printing process using the sun. Let's get started.
You may have done this in the past on sun printing paper, but today we're actually going to be using the cyanotype chemicals to create our own mixture that we're going to use on fabric. You can purchase these online, or you can probably find them in your craft store. It comes with 2 different chemicals. It comes as a powdery substance, and then you want to add distilled water until it's full, and then you want to leave these away in your closet for about 24 hours. As if you were developing photos in a dark room, you want to work in low or dark lighting as you mix your chemicals and as you paint it on your surface.
Lights, please.
Oh. So now we're gonna mix our chemical solution. You have part A and part B. You want equal parts mixed together in a separate container. We're using a little more light here just so you can see, but if you do this at home, you wanna try to have it as dark as possible while still being able to see what you're doing.
Yeah, that would help.
My old science teachers would be so proud.
Aw, do you think they remember you?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
You mix it together, and now we're gonna apply the chemical solution onto our fabric here.
Yeah, and you want to go in a nice even, well, hello.
You don't wanna mess with this.
You want to go in a nice with even strokes, and try not to let it puddle. Now if it does, you just go right over it. Now you can use a sponge brush for this if you want a really nice, thick, even coat, or you can use a brush with bristles on it to give it a nice brush textured effect. I really like the border effect we're making with this. If you wanted to, you could actually soak the whole thing in the cyanotype, but I really like how this ends up looking. Very nice.
Thank you. And now we want to set this to dry again in a dark location, and then when it's completely dry, we can work with it again.
All right, now we're gonna cut out our phases of the moon. We're gonna cut them on vinyl sheets. We're gonna lay that onto our dry piece of fabric, and when we put it in the sun's not gonna hit that area. So then when we develop it, it's gonna be the color of the fabric and not the Cyanotype blue.
Yes, and actually we're using contact paper that we found at the dollar store.
Isn't that great?
So great.
All right, so to create our perfect moons, we're gonna be using an old candle. And that will give us a nice circle. But we're actually really not going for perfection here. We kind of want it to look a little,
rough.
Yeah, I don't want to say
vintage,
homemade,
old.
yes. So if you can't cut a perfect circle, which honestly, who can? Don't worry about it. All right, so our middle moon is gonna be the full moon.
Let's see what you're doing.
I know. Waxing and waning.
The gibbous. The gibbous. And of course, the crescent moon.
Ah, yes.
All right, we just cut them out. We have it kind of arranged the way we want it to be arranged on the fabric, but now we have to get the fabric. So again, we have to work in low lighting.
Lights!
He loves doing that.
I do. Okay, go get the fabric.
Okay.
Fabric! So we're gonna start with the center moon, and we're just gonna do our best. We're gonna eyeball it to be as equally spaced as possible.
And now we're just going to start to peel and stick.
The peel and stick works every time. You know that.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
The musical. All right, so our stickers are down. Now we're going to protect this by putting it in a black poster board because we don't want the fabric and the chemistry, the chemicals to be exposed as we're walking outside. Hey, wait up.
Come on.
Oh, it looks nice and sunny.
After you bring it out from the sun, you want to peel off the stickers and then run it under cold running water. Now you want to change out that water so that the chemicals don't stay in the bath and it doesn't strip away the color. And then after you do that for about 2 minutes, you're going to hit it with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide and water to speed up the oxidation. That's really going to bring out the blue.
Science. We're gonna let that dry, and because we wanna hang it, we found these awesome square dowels at the hardware store. We're gonna paint these a nice metallic charcoal color to go with our sun print.
Oh.
It's looking pretty awesome.
Yes.
I love it. So now we're just going to glue on our dowels and then hang it with some cute purple string. And I'm just using super glue for this. Of course, you can use whatever you want. You can even use a stapler, staple it to the back of your dowel. Here it is.
Wow, I love this. And there's so many options. You could really do anything with this.
Yes.
Let us know if you've ever tried sun printing or if you have an idea we haven't thought of. We'd love to know.
Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.